So I rebuilt a Nautilus BVC coil. What a tedious pain in the butt that is. It's not bad. It's not great. Trial and error, man. This is the second coil I built and put in here because when I put my first coil in here, I messed it up. And we'll see. Yeah, little tiny coil. Where's my camera at? I'll shake. It's just 6 wraps. And that's exactly what I put in. 6 wraps of 28 gauge. I mean, it doesn't want to focus on it, but that's what it is. That's what it looks like. And that's what I put in here. I messed the first one up when I was wicking it. Not bad. What I wrapped it on was this bit here, and we'll grab this. What size did I use? .5/64 drill bit, which essentially is what I drilled out my air holes on the sides of the Nautilus, I believe. Those air holes right there. This is my original coil. Yes, it still works just fine. Nope, I drilled it out to the next size because this one's a stock one. Alright, so the stock one is 5/64 if you're in America. And so I wrapped this puppy on there. Yeah, it fits into that stock one. Nice. Anywho, that's neither here nor there, or up or down, or whatever. I just put it in a few minutes ago. So, we don't know what the wicking issues or anything like that are. Let's take her down to the second hole. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. Just wicked it with cotton. I left... I took it all apart to begin with. And if anybody's taken one of these apart, they know what a pain in the ass it is. Yeah, ass. Anyhow, on the old dual coils that went crossways, there was places where you could stick, say, a bit there, and you put it down in there, and yeah, kind of like doing a pro tank, something like that. Because after you pull the pin out, and you pull the rubber grommet out, and you pull all that out, and you pull the mesh screen that you can't see because I ain't got enough light. Pull all that out. I left the mesh screen out, along with my bits and whatnot here. Looks like a little contact lens. And all that comes out. You can take, and you can actually desectionize. Let's see here. Let's see. Try to do this on camera here. You got your pin, right? And your rubber grommet. And then this little section right here, right below the threads. Right below the thread stays there, but you can see that line. That part actually comes out. And there's wicking material wrapped in between there. And they have these nice slots that are in there to just let the juice basically flow in however it wants to flow in. It's all good. And That's really nice. I like that design. The design is really nice. It's different than anybody else out there. But setting up a vertical coil inside that puppy, you basically leaving your whatever you wrapped it on, in this case a drill bit, and I'll just stick it in here for the heck of it. Basically leaving it on there and bringing everything, your wires and everything down, and guessing where your coil is going to be sitting and tweaking your wires and doing it that way. But that was a pain in the butt. You can see I have this one set up a little bit shorter than it should. It should be a little farther off of that post right there. Bad lighting, man. Bad lighting. Whatever. It is what it is. If you notice how short I had that, I had to move the other one up a little bit. So my coil is sitting down here, about where the threads are, not really where the wicking holes are. And we'll just see how it goes. I wanted to see if I could do it. I threw my second head in there that I drilled out, is what this is. One that I had drilled out the airflow on. And was cleaning my tank out. And I said, the hell with it, I'll clean the coil out too. And even with the BVC coils, I've noticed that not a great idea. They just never clean out well for me. So all I ever do is add juice to the coil part. Clean everything else, dry it off, and leave the coil part alone. Even dry burning on those is just a big pain in the butt. So I don't even do that anymore. Yeah, man. Do I have any BVC coils in my box that are broken apart? Let's see here. I know you guys love it to get up. I don't think I do, man. I don't think I do. One more check here. No. And all sorts of stuff, but none of those. Got an old BVC that's probably wicked up in single coil mode. But who knows? We'll leave that alone. We'll leave it alone, man. We'll leave it alone. But it is possible. It's a little tedious. You're basically wrapping. I'll show you here. Waste a little bit of wire. Why not? Got a whole spool of it, right? You're going to see what I'm doing anyhow. Why bother? Anywho. After you've taken your coil head apart and you're ready to do this, this is all I did, man. Took the drill bit, wrapped it on, and that's a little wonky. And I just bypassed that halfway, kind of like a K-Fun build. Focus, Daniel-san. You don't want to focus. Anyhow. And then you just take the leads. And you pull one to the sky. As straight as possible. I always bend my wire up way too much. And then you gotta take the other one down to the floor, man. Kind of like a K-Fun. And this is the point right here where you're gonna choose which one which one you use for your positive and your negative. Because once I got to that part, I'll take a little bit of cotton off of here. Not me. Everybody loves when you get up in a video, right? Alright. So I took my little bit of cotton. That's a lot of bit of cotton. It's not a little bit of cotton. That's a lot of bit of cotton. Anyhow. And I took off a portion of it. A lot smaller there, huh? And I just kind of squished it down a little bit. You don't even need this much, man. This is way too much. Yeah, this is way too much. So, let's remove more cotton. And then we re-squish it down again. Not really rolling too much. I want to roll a little bit. Let's roll a little bit. Just to keep it together. I was thinking about adding juice to it right away. But I felt like that would come out in one big glob. So then you got your coil. See, coil on bit. Still on bit. It'll be on the bit until I'm done, man. Even though I'm not even going to do it all. We want to put that cotton right on there. And I just rolled it. Just roll it in your fingers. Nice big wad of cotton on there. Nice big wad of cotton on there. And if you got excess on there, once you try to fit it in there, you can take it out. But everything's all together still. Ready to rock and roll. And want to make sure that that cotton stays on there nicely wound up. However, I will say, if anyone knows of a better way of doing this, I'd like to know, because that's airflow restrictive, man. Yeah, you still get your airflow once you pull everything out from right here. Once you pull this out, that's where your airflow is going through, right? So, I guess I could use a bigger drill bit next time. Go up a size or something and try that. The one thing I did find with this one is it slid right into my center pin at the bottom, so I could actually see the drill bit through that hole right there for the airflow, and that centered it really nicely for me. Because I left the drill bit in throughout the whole thing, man. I put the pin in, drill bit still in there, put my wires down, clipped them off, drill bit still poking through the top up here, and got it all nice and centered in there, and pulled it out. And that's the result. I got 80 VG, 20 PG in here, and it looks a little runnier than it is. It's working. I cannot fault it for that. Yeah, it's working. So, let's see here. Took it off. I remember what it even read. You know, in my tanks, whatnot, stock coil weighs 1.5 and lower. I don't really like anything above that. I'll take this out. I take my drip tip off so this stands up. Stand up. Don't fall over. We'll take the juicy ohm meter box here, and it'll show you. When I purchased my heads for this, I did purchase 1.6 ohm heads, and they all came in at above 1.8. So I'm at 1.12 right now on that little dinky coil, which is fine for me. That means I can put it on my spinner. Perfect. Why would you put a nautilus on a spinner? Well, because you can. But, just to show you, pull the head out. You're not going to be able to see in there. Yeah, can't see in there. Looks like quite the mess. So we'll stick the stock one. It's supposed to be, this is the one that came with it, so it's supposed to be 1.8. It's almost 1.9. I think it was 1.93 when I got it. Slowly working its way down. And yeah, it still works just fine. So, want to see? Do you? You want to see? It's stock coil. It's got juice in it still. Of course it does. Come on now. You know, prime time. What are we at for airflow here? Nobody knows. Alright, we'll set it back down to the second one. Just like I was just running the other one. This is a stock one. 1.88. On the mech mod. On the mech mod, it sucks. The mech mod's not doing it. When I run this on my spinner, I run it at the full 4.8 volts. And, yeah, much nicer. But that would be equivalent to your Ego battery, right? 3.7 volts. I've been using this all morning so far, so it is getting down there. I was using my dripper earlier, so it is getting a little weak. But nothing we can't handle, right? Come on now. Video's already longer than I wanted it to be. But, you know, I always find stupid stuff to talk about while I'm doing this. So, whatever, man. It is what it is. Put the one I rebuilt back in. Go all the way open. Make a whole lot of difference because that coil's so small. It's alright. I can use it on my mech mod now without some weak ass little vapor. That's what it is, man. It is possible. I'll wrap it up just like that. Guess I gotta leave this drill bit on here now in case I decide to fiddle with one of the other ones. Seems I do have a stock dual coil head sitting up there. Maybe I'll just throw that in there and see how it goes on that, even though that doesn't have the big open slots on there. I don't know. I don't know, man. There it is. And there you have it. So you all have fun now. Because I know I will.